Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, today we will be discussing maintenance. Okay, so the most frequent question that I get is, when do I stop supporting my child? Okay, so if you have a court order issued against you, you're probably asking, when will I stop paying maintenance? Okay, so there are various factors that are taken into consideration when discharging a court order. So the first one, number one, is the child's death. So if your child passes away, that maintenance can be terminated with immediate effect. So what you must do is you must approach your nearest court, or the court that actually granted the order, to say, listen, my child has passed away. There is a court order issued against me. Then that court order can be discharged. So obviously the court will also need the death certificate. If the surviving parent, the other parent is around, maybe the two of you can just go there together in the absence of a death certificate and actually confirm. So the other parent will then confirm that the child is deceased, and that's when the maintenance order is going to be discharged against you. Then number two, the child's adoption. So if you have a child and other people want to adopt that child, basically your rights and responsibilities towards this child fall away. Basically, that means that the new parents now have that legal duty to support the child. So then you will be exempted from paying maintenance. Basically, you do not have rights, you do not have responsibilities towards this child, because now the new adoptive parents are seen as the actual parents that have the duty to support this child. Then number three, the famous one, when the child becomes self-supporting. A lot of parents are under the impression that if a child enters into an internship program, basically an internship program is a period of 12 months or 24 months if you're lucky enough, whereby it's not necessarily a permanent position, or if the child is a casual worker, be it at a superstore or supermarket, is that child self-supporting? Yes. If the child is an educational assistant, basically some of them are employed on a month-to-month basis. Can the maintenance order be discharged? Yes. Self-supporting, the term self-supporting does not have a limitation period to say the child is not self-supporting if they are going to be employed on a contract basis for a stipulated amount of time. The fact that the child is receiving any form of income, no matter how small it is, that child is self-supporting, and you can approach the maintenance court to have that maintenance order discharged or varied. Okay, so this one is very important because a lot of people, or a lot of supporting parents, they tend to misunderstand the concept of self-supporting. So it is very important that you understand this. And then the next one is if the child marries. Okay, so if you are supporting a child and they are even over the age of 18, because the duty to support your child does not fall away if that child obtains the majority age. So basically, if they're over 18 and are still financially dependent on you, it does not mean that you are discharged from paying maintenance. But the minute that 19, 20 or 21-year-old enters into a civil union or marriage, then the duty to support falls away from the parent. Then that child can actually claim maintenance from their spouse. Even if the child is a minor, because minors can actually get married, but that has to be done with the consent of the parents. So if that minor child enters into a marriage, then that duty still falls away, irregardless of their age. Then the spouse has the duty to support that child. So I hope you have learned something, that the duty to support your child does eventually get terminated by death, adoption, when the child becomes self-supporting. So those are the three main ones. In terms of the Insolvency Act, so if you become insolvent and you are unable to pay your expenses, then it's a different procedure. It hardly happens, but if that does happen, the law of insolvency will also take place. But yes, I hope you have learned something today, and then stay tuned for the next topic. Don't know what it is. Drop a question down below and we can actually discuss it. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye.